my motivation is really from different angles. I don't have a specific one motivation, but I'm motivated by wonderful things that are happening in the world.
We've got our royal hustler in the studio this morning, and that is none other than Major General and Deputy Inspector General of Operations in the Namibian Police Force, Joseph Shikongo. Very good morning to you, Major.
Thank you. Good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you so much for taking our time to talk to us this morning. Kindly tell us about, the kind of childhood that you had and how it shaped the person that you are today.
Yeah, thank you very much. I hail from a small village in Angwena region. That's where I was born some 58 years ago. So I grew up like many other kids of my age.
Yeah.
So my childhood really has been wonderful because of my parents. I grew up in a Christian community or in a Christian family. And then from there, I was really taught how to do all kind of job. Mostly, my mother was very strict. We could wake up around 3 o'clock in the morning, go and fetch water. After fetching water, we come back home and we start pounding on mahangu.
Yeah.
And then from there, we prepare for school. Coming from school, we go and look after cattle. But then at the age of 10, somewhere there, I started actually, because of the political situation at the time, I started actually involving in political activities in my village.
Oh, wow.
That's Ohalushu.
All right.
So that's basically my childhood. We've been looking after cattle, and that's how that's what shaped me as a child by then.
All right, fantastic stuff. Of course, also as a child, I'm sure through what you were doing as work for yourself and for your family as well. You probably had dreams as well. So, what would you say is like the biggest dream that you had as a child growing up?
When I've been always when I visit hospitals, there were not really a lot of clinics around our area, but there were hospitals. Especially when I'm taken to an Anjokwe or Shakati, I always see these nurses in white attires, and I admired them, and I really wanted to be either a doctor or a pilot. Those were my dreams.
Okay.
That's actually what I wanted to become, but nevertheless, I never become any of the two.
Look at you now. Look at where you are now in the Namibian Police Force. Of course, for you that's tuned in right now, we're talking to the Major General and Deputy Inspector General of Operations at NAMPO. That is Joseph Shikongo. He is our royal hustler for this morning. Tell us, Major, what motivates you on a daily basis?
Yes, my motivation is really from different angles. I don't have a specific one motivation, but I'm motivated by wonderful things that are happening in the world. Especially I'm motivated by hard working. When I see people that are really hard working, whether at the business level, whether in other professions, and whether it's at any other area. My admiration starting from everywhere, starting from a street vendor, people that are selling meat.
Wow.
I look at all these people who succeeded in life.
Right.
So that's actually what actually motivates me on daily basis. And people are hardworking is the most important thing that I really want to see happening on daily basis.
Hardworking. Love the sound of that. What would you say are some of the early influences that you've had along the way?
Well, as I said, our time was so difficult. I left this country when I was only 14 years old. When I left this country for exile, obviously the influence of that particular time was more politically. But then as the struggle went on, I started realizing that we need, as much as we are talking about the political struggle, we need to focus on economic emancipation. So therefore, I believe that as a country, especially after returning into the country in 1989, my focus really was to see a better Namibia, prosperous Namibia, where people have got better lives. We professional police organization, professional, we professionalize our society. I think those are the things that really influence me so much. And then I look also to the leaders and I look also to the best practices.
Yeah.
Anybody that actually giving best practices, those are the things that I look at, whether within the country or within SADC, within the continent as Africa, and within the world.
All right, awesome stuff. I love the sound of that as well. As we wrap up with the interview with our royal hustler, that is Major General and Deputy Inspector General of Operations at NAMPO, do you have any life or career advice that you would like to share with our 99 FM listeners?
Well, the life career advice that I would want to say, some of us are now aging.
Yeah.
In fact, we have aged. And a few years to go. But the most important thing that we need to do, not only in the police organization, but in all aspects of our life, we need to mentor younger people. We need to mentor people that are under us. When you are seated in the office with 2 or 3 people, make sure you bring this point to your level. There are many people, many leaders, they sit there in the office for 20 years, but then when they're about to go home, somebody will come up and say, yeah, but I have not prepared anybody. There's nobody to take over from me. But I think what we are trying to say is that we need really to inspire the young one. We need to, when I talk into the office, as I said, look here, when I talk to you, listen like as there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because, in life, we should not plan our life like, no, I'll retire at 60. Who told you that you're going to be 60?
Right.
Life can take you so many,
places,
God can also retire you before 60.
For sure.
So therefore, live it like there's no tomorrow. Give you what you know.
Yeah.
It's like you are not going to give it tomorrow. If you leave it up to tomorrow, it's fine. But I think give you what you have today, because that's the most important. Prepare people that are under you.
Yeah.
Prepare people that are beside you.
Yeah.
Get them at your level. If your level is that of qualitative, give you what you have to the rest. I think that's the most important thing.
Wow. Those are very wise words, so profound. Thank you so much, Major General, for taking out time to talk to us. I'm fully inspired by your story, and I wish you all the best going forward.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure, and thank you very much.
That was our royal hustler for this morning, Major General and Deputy Inspector General of Operations in the Namibian Police Force. That is Joseph Shikongo, talking to us, of course, about his story. And not quite sure about you,